Plastic. We use it, we rely on it, but we all know it's harming the environment. On the internet we see sobering images of birds like the albatross that have fallen victim to this material by mistaking it for fish in the sea and ingesting it. Today in the UK, 2.4 million tonnes of our household waste is made up of plastic. However, only a fifth of this plastic is put into recycling bins.
Plastic packaging, that's like margarine tubs.
Jane Stevenson is chief executive of a company called Resource Futures, which has a long history of supporting recycling and reuse in Bristol.
In Bristol, what happens to the black bag or the black bin waste is that it goes off to a plant in Avonmouth where there is further segregation, but it is quite, at that stage, the products are quite dirty and it's more difficult for the reprocessors to use them. Oil-based plastic does not biodegrade completely. What happens to it is that it breaks up into very small fragments of plastic. And actually, from an environmental point of view, that's really bad news, because once it is broken down, it's very difficult then to recover for recycling, and actually it's the small bits of plastic that cause the problems both in the soil and also in the oceans.
But these minute fragments of plastic enter the oceans in ways we might least expect. Microbeads are tiny balls made up of a plastic called polyethylene and are found in products like toothpastes or facial scrubs. When you use the product and wash it off, it eventually ends up in the sea, where it breaks down even further. Unfortunately, when fish and plankton feed on this plastic, these particles then enter the food chain, ending up on our plates and ultimately in our bodies.
I can see with my very own
Natalie Fee is an environmentalist who works in Bristol as a TV presenter and writer. She has often been to the banks of the Avon Gorge to help pick up plastic and other rubbish.
We have picked up, sort of in the space of half an hour to an hour, 50 bin bags full of plastic and other litter as well, but mainly plastic. And then I'll go back there 2 months later and it's all there again. As Bristol 2015, we have a chance to be pioneers in the way that we use and tackle single-use plastic.
One easy thing you can do to get behind Green Capital this year is to press the Bristol 2015 button and pledge to reduce your use of plastic bags and bottles.